be secure right now to all visitors.
Excuse me, I need to get in.
Contact our public affairs office.
I need to get in.
What are you hoping to do?
My check.
I just want to know the word.
Would a congressperson normally be able to enter?
Normally, yes.
You have to admit, that was funny.
Los Angeles, where uniformed authorities today fired canisters of tear gas and pellets at a growing crowd of people protesting President Trump's escalating immigration rates. This was the scene outside the federal building in downtown L.A. It follows the president's deployment of 2,000 National Guardsmen over the objection of state officials. Tonight, hundreds of them surround the building with more on the way. And CBS's Elise Preston is in Los Angeles, leads us off tonight. Elise, good evening.
Nancy, good evening to you. You can feel the tension boiling over here in downtown Los Angeles. Guardsmen used pepper spray on the crowd during a clash earlier this afternoon, and people are bracing for what could be another long night. On the streets of LA, tensions took another ugly turn today in a weekend filled with confrontations. The National Guard has moved in after another day of protests, following ICE agents conducting large-scale enforcements seeking to carry out deportations. President Trump has activated 2,000 National Guardsmen, despite the objection of California's governor and local officials. Los Angeles Mayor Karen Bass.
We can handle the situation. There is no need for 2,000 National Guard troops to come into our town.
Not known tonight, will the Guardsmen help or hinder efforts to restore calm? This weekend, scenes of chaos and clashes in Los Angeles and two communities to the south, Compton and Paramount.
They're there to restore order. Anyone who looks at the scene on your TV, look at that. It's out of control. What normal person, what member of the public feels comfortable being in downtown LA right now? Nobody.
But those challenging the Trump administration's immigration enforcement, like Fidel Gomez, say they're exercising free speech and protesting peacefully.
They're trying to criminalize people that are working class, people that are the backbone of this country.
Many of those rounded up so far have been barred from seeing attorneys, according to immigrant rights activist Angelica Salas.
This is atrocious what's happening right now. We all have always depended access to counsel, due process, an ability to fight your case.
Now, according to ICE, nearly 130 people have been detained this weekend. Those numbers are expected to grow.
So I want to tell you what I hate the most, and that is politicians, especially black politicians and these black leaders who keep crying racism, racism, racism for everything. And then when something like this immigration issue happens, they side with everybody else except blacks. Now, I'm one that I feel like we're all one and we're all the same. So if I'm going to side, if a white person is something is unjustified or anything against them, I'm going to defend that white person, black person, Asian. I don't care. But these black politicians and black, so-called black leaders, they always cry racism, play the victim, and then with these illegal immigrants, they side with them. These illegal immigrants are getting resources that should go towards Americans, not somebody that snuck in here and now they're getting housing. This is what they did to blacks when the Civil Rights Act was passed. They gave them housing, Medicaid, a check, food stamps, all that stuff, to get us right where they want us, to vote Democrat at all times. And they made us dependent on the government. And these illegal immigrants are coming in, and that's exactly what they're doing. They're making them, they want to get them to become dependent on the government. And President Trump is doing the right thing. He is shipping their asses out of this country. And it needs to happen, because the more we keep doing this, the more we are going to lose. So this has to stop. Now, I remember Germany, especially when the EU was formed, Germany was allowing everybody to come in. No care, especially that retard Angela Merkel. They were just letting everybody come in. And then what happened? A flood of immigrants came in. Next, there was constant attacks. I know, like, a lot of the Turks came in and they were just attacking anybody that was white or so forth. It got really bad out there. I don't know if they control that situation or if it's still a problem, but I know it's a problem here in America, and it has to stop. And so Trump's doing the right thing. These black leaders and these black fools that's going out there, standing up there saying, yeah, we're gonna stand with the illegal immigrants. Don't. The people, especially like the Hispanics that came in the right way, you stand with them, not the illegal immigrants, because they came here illegally. They're getting all the resources, and the Americans, the ones who were born here or who came here the right way, are getting nothing. So this has to stop. And finally, there are people out there that they're really expressing their anger towards this.
Now, I know earlier I told you guys about Los Angeles and what was going on, how the Mexicans are rioting. Okay, but I just wanted to inform you guys on what's going on. But I do want to say this to all my African American brothers and sisters. I do want to say this. Okay? It's not our motherfucking fight, okay? Okay, so what we are going to do is we going to mind our fucking business, because at the end of the day, Mexicans, and I'm just going to be real, most of them don't fuck with us. It is not our fight. Do not try to stick up for these people. Do not try to work with these people. They don't give a fuck about us. And I'm not saying every Latino or every Mexican, okay? I'm not saying that. But majority, and y'all fucking know, y'all don't fuck with us. So all I'm saying to my black brothers and sisters, mind our fucking business, okay? We ain't see nothing, and we ain't doing nothing, okay? It is not our fucking fight.
I don't even know where to begin. Before I get started, I'm giving everybody a fair warning right now. If you have sensitive ears, watch another video, because I am not about to watch my language. I am not about to hold back at all. I'm going to say what is exactly on my mind, okay? If you are waving a foreign flag in this country, if you are waving a foreign flag in America while burning down the city, rioting, causing chaos, screaming at federal agents, screaming at law enforcement, get the fuck out of this country and go back to the country that you love so damn dearly. Get the fuck out of here, bye. Go back to the country that you love so much. Because if you hate America, because evidently you hate this country, to be sitting here, to be running around waving a foreign flag while burning down police cars, while looting, rioting, screaming your love for another country while in America, go back home. Take your asses back home. We don't even want you here at all. And I hope President Donald Trump deport every single last one of y'all. Every single last one of y'all. And for the people and for the Americans, for the Americans that are acting brand new, that are acting like they never heard of a president deporting illegal immigrants, Barack Obama, the man that y'all love so much, the man that y'all consider your God, Barack Obama, he deported over 3 million illegal immigrants. Actually, he deported more illegal immigrants than President Trump. But there was no outrage. There were no riots. There were no protests at all. Now, Biden did not deport enough people. He deported a little bit, but not enough. But there was no riots. There were no protests. Nothing. But y'all won't act like y'all just heard about deportations. Like y'all never, ever heard of anybody being deported. If you are an American citizen, you should be against deportations. If you are an American citizen, you should be disgusted when you see these animals waving a foreign flag while burning down a city. You should be disgusted with them. And shame on you if you are walking side by side with these illegal immigrants while they burn down the city, while they harass and assault federal officers, federal agents. Shame on you.
That's the part that gets me the most, is that you sneak into this country, or you come to this country because you want to be in America, yet when something goes down, you're waving another country's flag, still saying that we belong here, that you belong here, and you're waving another flag. You're waving the Mexican flag, but saying you want to be here. That makes no sense to me. I'm just lost, honestly.
You guys are living under a rock. You guys already know what's going on in LA with the ICE raids and everything else. I know there's a lot of mixed feelings out there, and trust me, this is from someone that came from an immigrant family, a Mexican immigrant family, right? So I feel I have a unique perspective because I worked at ICE detention facilities for over 8 years, because I was, law enforcement with the U.S. Marshals, so I got to see a little bit of what happened in the background. Got a lot of friends also that are ICE agents, right? That are ERO ICE agents, Enforcement Removal Operation ICE agents. What I can tell you is this: these agents are out there doing their job, okay? Whether you agree with it or not, whether you agree with the laws, with the immigration laws of this country or not, they're laws. These federal agencies, ICE agent, ERO, fucking HSI, Marshals, whoever, DEA, all the FBI, everyone's out there helping the Department of Homeland Security right now. These guys are doing their job, right? They're enforcing the laws that certain politicians, certain sanctuary cities, sanctuary states in our case, failed to enforce. They failed to enforce these laws, and they got out of control, and now this is what's happening. I'm sure some of those people are hardworking people, that I understand they have families, they have kids, people of good, people that mean well. But if they're here in the country illegally, it's illegal. It's in the word, right? And before I hear anyone say anything about me being a hypocrite because I'm Mexican, right? Let me remind everyone that my family came here the legal way. My grandparents, which were fucking busted their ass working in the fields, picking crops, came here the legal way. It's hard for me to understand how people can be so outraged when they're held accountable, right? They're being arrested, they're being deported because they're here illegally, because they overstayed their visas or they came here into the country illegally, and they're still fucking getting mad. And then what's up with everyone? All the fucking everything that's going on the freeways. I saw some videos with the highway patrol vehicles getting smashed with rocks, people throwing shit at ICE agents. I saw a U.S. Marshals bus getting fucking blocked, getting attacked. What's the deal with that? Everyone's waving their Mexican flag. Everyone's so outraged, right? Not understanding that they're impeding the fucking traffic. They're impeding the freeway. People are going to work. People, are going to the hospital, to fucking doctor's appointments. Women are on their way to the fucking hospital to give birth. People are on fucking ambulances with a heart attack, and you guys are blocking the fucking road. That's not protesting. That is not fucking protesting. Blocking the road and interrupting everyone else's fucking life is not protesting. And it's fucking shitty because all I see, the majority of the flags that I see being flown are Mexican flags. And it's fucked up and it's shitty because I don't associate with myself with fucking lawlessness. But anyway.
So as you can see, there are people that's a little discouraged by what's going on here in California, in Los Angeles, and other places. This illegal immigration, it has to end, okay? I understand you'll find some blacks out there and some other people that's saying, this is a nation of immigrants and all that stuff. Stop it. Stop it. Yes, people came on boats and so forth. History has already been written. This is today's time. It's 2025. And this is a country, and we have borders. And so we have to protect our borders. Because if you sit down and say, open the borders, let anybody in, and you get somebody that come in here and blow this and blow, like, let's say New York City up, then what are you going to say? You should have protect us, protect the borders. We're not going to want to hear it. So President Trump is doing the right thing. This is why I always say Trump, a real American hero, because he's doing the right thing. He is protecting the borders. He is protecting America, America first. And if people can't get along with that, then I suggest, going somewhere else. Because I know there are people out there that left the country, and I'm sure there's somebody that want to come right back.
And deal with the racism in America before I sit here in Africa and deal with the bullshit bribery, the bullshit fraud, the bullshit scam, the bullshit too expensive, the bullshit not having no snack, the bullshit not having no food, the bullshit electricity, the bullshit hot water, the bullshit what's that shit called that be coming down? Bullshit lizards. The bullshit animals, it's scorpions outside the house, it's big ass spiders, it's big ass lizards, colorful lizards you ain't never seen before. All in the fucking room with you, sleeping with you, all the bullshit people trying to scam you when you go outside thinking you rich, so they trying to get more money off of you. I'm really trying to wrap my head around this shit. I'm really trying to wrap my head around how are Americans coming to Africa and being happy. Please comment down below, because for me, I'm ready to go. And I always used to say, if it's up to me, it will be. And I'm going to go out to Africa and make shit happen. No, I don't want to. I want to take my businesses back to America. I want to open up shop back in America, open up my dentist office, and all the stuff that I was going to do out here in America. Daddy, electricity. And the only time our electricity get cut off is when we don't pay the bill. And we got it so good now, we got prepaid electricity. So if we forget to pay the bill, we put some money on that prepaid thing and it comes right back on in 2 minutes. In less than 2 minutes. This shit right here didn't come on for 14 hours yesterday. I can't deal. I love the people. Don't get me wrong, when I'm outside, I'm having fun. I love the people. But when I come back to reality, when you come back home, home is where the heart is, right? When you come back home, you're supposed to feel comfortable, you're supposed to be happy. I'm not happy. To live in a house where you look outside and all you see is turkeys and ducks and chickens and sheeps and old malnourished cows.
Yeah, the grass is not green on the other side. So, why I love this country and I love right where I'm at. This flag means a lot to me. So, these people that run away, they always come back. And I just showed you one video. There's many others of people that left, especially going to Africa, and then ready to come back home because they just can't handle it. But let me know what you think. You could leave me a comment. I will respond, or you could write me at the Marc Perspective at gmail.com, and we can talk about it. But if you feel that we need to have open borders and just allow illegal immigrants to come in, please tell me, because I think government faces a lot of challenges when it comes to managing resources and public service, because the growth in the undocumented population is ridiculous. It's ridiculous, and we have to get control of it. We have to really reduce those numbers, and also, come on, let's be for real. It undermines the rule of law. Like, everybody says nobody's above the law, but they're breaking the law. And especially if our country's going to hold us accountable, people that break the law by coming in this country illegally must be held accountable. So, yeah, I'm not going to support it. I support President Trump 100%. Please remember, like, subscribe, and share this video. Leave me a comment so that I can respond. I'll try to do my best to respond to everybody. If not, it's going to be a lot. Trust me, I will respond to a lot. But you enjoy the rest of your day, and I'll have another video out. Peace.